I kind of caught up on Obi-Wan. How does the Star Wars universe make Darth Vader such a little bitch? Like, I watched the episode where, you know, and I'm not going to spoil anything, but I got to tell you, Darth Vader, the more they dwell on that character, the more of a little bitch he seems to be, you know? He's always whining and complaining, and even if you put that giant dark helmet on his head and he's like, you know, with the asthma and whatnot, at his core, Darth Vader is kind of a little bitch, you know? I mean, the dude can literally pick up giant rocks with his mind and still, like, what? And I'm throwing it out there right now, yo. Obi-Wan, totally OP, okay? And you guys go watch the episode and, you know, we'll discuss it at some point. But I don't want to spoil it for anybody. Not everyone can watch everything all at once. Go.
Disney blame Disney.
Everyone seems to be blaming Disney for something these days. But, you know, what are you going to do? I just found it like I'm watching this and I'm just like, what, dude? You're supposed to be like the ultimate Sith Lord, and you're getting trounced. And it's not really a spoiler because you know they both end up walking away, you know, because everyone's seen Star Wars where, you know, old Obi-Wan and Darth Vader are shum chum chum, you know, with their little lightsabers. Disney actually made Darth Vader worse by expanding his story, you know? I mean, dude, like, Darth Vader was just this ominous evil presence, right? And then Lucas was like, let me tell the story of Darth Vader. And then he gets into the whole Anakin Skywalker thing and all that other garbage. And then bringing it up to Obi-Wan, and he's still a little whiner. You're like, the more I know about him, the less impressed I am. Emperor Palpatine, still the man. He hasn't done anything wrong. That's somebody who needs a sequel fleshing out their backstory. Because I can't imagine him making him like, I miss Padme. Padme. I can't imagine him. Come on. I want to hear about Darth Plagueis. You know, tell me the story. Have I ever told you about Darth Plagueis? Like, I want to see that. I will sign up for Disney Plus if they do that. Okay? But Star Wars had a mystery about it. You didn't really know about the Force. You didn't know about Darth Vader. You didn't really know who, you know, Luke's parents were or anything like that. You know, and then, okay, fine. You find out Luke's parents later on a little bit, and that was kind of okay. But, I mean, then all of a sudden they flesh out everything and start picking at all the little mystery. Oh, the Force is just midichlorians. They're midichlorians. Let me do a blood test. Doot. Oh, well, you don't have the Force in you, but you got diabetes. I mean, like, you literally just whittled down the last piece of galactic mysticism to some kind of medical ability, you know? I mean, quite literally, you know? It's like all the Jedis were mutants. No, they got a bunch of midichlorians in your... they're in touch with the Force. You know, it's kind of silly. It's a little silly to me. You know, and then they fleshed out, you know, Darth Vader, and here we are just saying, why does Anakin suck? Anakin's the most powerful Jedi. Well, why is he getting his ass kicked all the time? I have never seen a Jedi get his ass kicked so much, you know? And by Obi-Wan, of all people, who, by all lore accounts that I know of, wasn't very strong with the Force. Like, he had to work at it, you know? His midichlorian count was technically real low, according to lore. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not really up on all that, right? So now, right, chat. You got Obi-Wan Kenobi. Low midi-chlorian count, all right? Let's call it low T. He's got a low T count, all right? Against Anakin Skywalker, most powerful Jedi, quote unquote. Gets his ass handed to him every time. You know, except that last time, right? Where it's like, Obi-Wan just said, yeah, you're boring me at this point, okay? For all the encounters we have, you suck, Anakin. Okay, just strike me down so I can be more powerful, etc., etc. Whatever he do. But, I mean, essentially, you know, Darth Vader is just sitting there, just stepping on a empty cape at the end of all this, saying, man, I'm still a bitch. You know? I mean, come on. Even Luke kicked his ass. And he didn't get training till way later. What, he hung out in a swamp with a Muppet for like 3 weeks, and all of a sudden he's a Jedi master that can take down Darth Vader. Like, not for nothing. If I was Darth Vader, I'd be like, holy crap, my son kicked the crap out of me after like 3 weeks of training. Darth Vader now sucks. They took the one cool character and they ruined him. Well, they did that with Darth Maul too. Like when he came on the screen and I'm watching it, I'm like, oh my God, this guy is awesome. Look at that. He got the two wielding lightsabers. You know, he's wrecking everybody. And, oh, okay, he's dead. Oh, he's gone. And bringing him back for the Clone Wars was just stupid. Dude, the only reason the Emperor lost is he didn't look behind him. I mean, come on. Like, I'm not going to even say the Emperor's really that great either, because, I mean, he got knocked out by, like, Mace Windu, you know? I mean, Samuel L. Jackson's kind of fierce, just IRL, honestly. But, I mean, dude, it's just like Darth Vader picks him up. It's just a sheer size, you know? And at that age, it's like, you know, having an orderly pick up a grandfather and then throwing him back into his bed. It's like, all right, Grandpa, you've had enough lightning now. Let's go to get you to bed. And it's, you know, that kind of thing. But that was the whole point. He's so angry, and he so wanted to destroy Obi-Wan that it got the best of him. Well, then he can't be all powerful if he's just so easily emotionally manipulated. You know? Even the Emperor was like, bro, you're getting a little obsessed with Obi-Wan, all right? We got a bigger picture to handle here. Stop focusing. You're obsessing. You know, just pop this guy some Ritalin so he can focus on other things other than Obi-Wan. That's his ultimate undoing, you know? And I gotta say, hey, Obi-Wan, yo, how many times do you gotta kick the crap out of this guy and just leave him to terrorize people afterwards? Well, I don't want to kill him. I'll just leave him for dead. I'll assume he dies. And then just walk off into the sunset. Come on. I know the plot is there, and inevitably he couldn't, you know, just chop his head off. But, you know, I mean, quite literally, it just would have been a better galaxy if he did. Anyway. And not for nothing, genetically, it's like, when you see the Skywalker line, a lot of whiners. Kylo Ren, whiner. Anakin Skywalker, whiner. Luke, kind of a whiner, and then he just gave up. At least according to the scripts. Oh, I don't want to be a Jedi anymore. I just cause problems. Whatever with the Resistance. I don't care. I know the galaxy's in peril, and I have the power to stop it, but whatever. I'm just going to eat this green drink out of some weird animal's nipples. I mean, come on. Even Mark Hamill was like, really? I got to act this? And, you know, props to Mark Hamill for doing that. But, Uncle Ben, I just want to fly the galaxy, be part of the rebellion, and go out into space. You know, pew pew. Do your chores, Luke. Aw, Uncle Ben, I want to hang out with my friends. It's like, dude, could you be any more of a typical angsty teenager? You know? I mean, the only thing that was missing is him, like, you know, putting on a My Chemical Romance record and going just, you know, nobody understands me, and storming off into the dual sunsets, you know? It's like just taking the car and just, I'm going to forget you, Uncle Ben. You're not my dad. I mean, you want to go with that? You know, I mean, basically, it's like a teenage drama at that point. You know, dude, even Riverdale was less emo. You know? Obi-Wan's not that powerful, by the way. I felt like I was watching the Star Wars version of a Dragon Ball Z episode. You know? I mean, I was waiting for a Kamehameha to come out of Obi-Wan's hand at that point. You know? You know, I'm like, dude, just tone it down a bit. The best portrayal of Vader, I think, was that one scene in Star Wars Rebels where, you know, shroom, like the door opens and he is just annihilating people with no cares at all. You know, it made looking, what? Remember when Anakin went after the people, it was the sand people, right? That took his mom or something. And then he was just like, well, sure, I'm gonna kill all these people. You hurt my mom. Okay, that paled in comparison to that Star Wars Rebel scene where he's just walking down the corridor. He's just like throwing people around like it's nothing, you know. So that was the best portrayal of his abilities. Very cold, calculating, no cares, no remorse, no emotion, just death and everybody get out of my way. Even if they weren't in his way, he would kill them anyway. That's the Darth Vader that needs to be in Star Wars. You know? Just saying. I don't know. I still think we need a Palpatine kind of film or series. You know? And not him going about like, oh, I'm going to take over the Senate. I am the Senate. You know, okay, whatever, dude. Politics. Like I care. Space politics. Let's make Star Wars even worse with space politics. No, I want to see his upbringing and how he got his way in there. You know? He's like, the only way I am going to rule the galaxy is through politics. And then from there, you can carry it on where he's part of the Senate and stuff like that. But I want him to be... Like, I want his backstory to just be dripping with blood. And not even for my own benefit. I'm just saying for the benefit of the fans. You want pure evil in that universe, you need the purest of evil to be there. You can't kind of, oh, well, evil has a reason. Evil has a reason, chat. No, it doesn't. Some people just like to watch the world burn. Now, we've learned that from the Joker, correct? Yeah. Light it up. Burn. Problem is people have a weakness. Everybody's got a weakness. Even vampires got a weakness. Yoda's got a weakness. Theirs. I mean, yeah, fine. He can get stuff off the top shelf, but he's got to use the Force. Imagine how angry Yoda would be if somebody put cookies on the top shelf. Cookies I want. Top shelf? Use the Force I shout. Chips Ahoy. I amuse myself. Midichlorians were off the scale. What? Midichlorians? They're off the scale. Yeah, Qui-Gon. Keep going around the galaxy, taking blood samples from children to see if they have the Force. The Force is strong with this one. I guess we'll kidnap him. I mean, quite literally, that's what they did. They literally treated him like an object. Made a bet with Watto, of all people. And they're like, yeah, okay, sorry, you lost your bet. I guess we're taking this child now. You know, here's the thing. As far as I'm concerned, the whole Darth Vader thing is Qui-Gon's fault, all right? You know? He was all like, no, this is the boy that's going to bring, you know, balance to the Force or whatever. Yeah, but not the way you think, buddy, all right? So he went, you know, Yoda was like, no. Prick this kid is, you know? And, you know, Qui-Gon's like, well, I'm going to train him anyway. You know, and then this guy dies, and then Obi-Wan's got to be, you know, the one with the low T count as far as Star Wars goes, you know, ends up having to pick up the slack, you know. Train the boy. Train the boy. Why? Why doesn't anybody trust Yoda? He's like the wisest of anybody. Much fear. Yeah, maybe we should be worried, you know? So basically, if anyone, Star Wars boils down to, if anybody listened to the smartest person in the room, none of this ever would have happened. Okay? So the moral of the story is listen to smart people. I say give that Yoda a cookie, because he deserves it. Cookie I deserved. Galaxy I saved. It's ridiculous. The 90% of the kids who weren't picked were sent to the Argry Corps to be farmers. Oh, well, that's good. Hey, kid, I know we dragged you from wherever you were to become a Jedi, but you're not cutting it, so go pick potatoes or something, you know? I mean, that's kind of messed up. Quite literally. You can't... That's like going into the military and then just saying, sorry, kid, you're not working out. Go... You know, grow alfalfa, you know. Like, it's kind of messed up. Because then they could have gone to college for something else, you know. I thought I had a career here. I thought I was going to be a Jedi. I thought I was going to move up in the ranks, become a general one day. Now I got my pick of potatoes. Too old to go back to college. Get back into computer science. Never going to happen. Dreams dashed. Hopes. Now I live with a potato wife. It's quite literally a woman made out of potatoes. I call her Ida. Ugh. Terrible, I know, but I'm sure it's happened to someone. Jedi's fear of the dark side is what led them to losing power. I don't think they really had a fear of a dark side. They just were... I think, frankly, the Jedi Council was just so convinced that they got rid of all the Sith in the universe. Their overconfidence in their, you know, I guess, thoroughness in getting rid of the Sith is what their downfall was. They were overconfident, you know. So when they found out, you know, Palpatine, oh, it's the Senator Palpatine, you're coming with us. And he was like, no, unlimited power, ha! You know, that thing. You know, basically they underestimated it, and that's their fault. They didn't have a fear, they just didn't think it existed. Sith. Heard of these I have not in years. Yeah, Yoda. You know what? Stop eating cookies. Look up every once in a while. Sith. All around. You know, Yoda was probably having lunch with one. He didn't even realize it. I mean, how swift is this guy? You know? Maybe that's why nobody believed him. You know? Great fear I feel in your stride. Whatever, Yoda. You were eating lunch. You literally shared a bowl of macaroni and cheese with Darth Sidious over there. You know? Like Emperor Palpatine or what the hell ever. Just like, dude, come on. Maybe he was having a senior moment then, you know? Senator Palpatine, my friend. Macaroni and cheese is good, it is. Share you must. And he's like, oh, fine. Have my macaroni and cheese, little muppet. The Senate will hear about this, you know. Whatever. I am the Senate. What was that? Too busy. He probably divulged his whole plan in front of Yoda, and Yoda was just stuffing his face with mac and cheese. Didn't quite get all of it. I will control the Senate through my devious ways. What say you? Mac and cheese, very good it is.